Hey guys and girls, we've just installed our IKEA section kitchen, and are you like me, getting kind of tired of opening up two drawers just to get to your utensil drawer? There are some hacks that are quick and cheap, so stay tuned, we're going to show you how to do them. Hey guys and girls, so if you're like me, you're probably getting kind of tired of going in here and opening up two drawers just to get to your utensils. Now, I have to hand it to IKEA. Having this design with the large outer cabinet door and having the ability to put in this case, you could put in 3 of these hidden drawers, it's fantastic, but it gets to be a little annoying having to go and open up 2 drawers. It's not a big deal. Probably not a big deal to some people out there. They just don't care. And if you're in that category, then this video isn't for you. But if you are maybe a little bit lazy like me, or you just want the convenience, then this is definitely the place for you. We're doing videos on IKEA section kitchens that no one else is doing. Good day, guys and girls. So if you're new to the channel, or if you've been following the channel recently, we've been posting a lot of videos about IKEA section kitchen cabinets, uppers and lowers. And the reason why is because we just finished an install here at my place. So if you're interested in other videos, such as how to make a custom corner cabinet, mind you, IKEA does not make corner cabinets, or you want to learn how to install the IKEA deco strip top and bottom like a boss, or you're just interested in making a custom corner wine cabinet, liquor cabinet like the one you see here, this is the place for you. We will have those videos linked at the end of the video, and it'll be in the description down below. So today we're going to show you 2 methods on how to accomplish this task. The first method is going to be very, very simple. No tools whatsoever aside from a set of scissors, which you should have laying around your kitchen anyways. So that will be the easy, every person DIY hack. And then the next one that we're going to show you is going to be a little more involved. You will need a drill or at least some screwdrivers, but both are going to be great results. It just depends on what kind of tools you have and what you want the end result to be. So the first task, regardless of which method you're going to be using, is to lay out where this inner drawer lands on the outside cabinet face. And you can use a pencil. Pencil will work. Just if you've got cabinet drawer faces that have like a texture on it, it can be quite hard to get in there with the eraser tip and try to erase that. Even with a paper towel, it can be pretty difficult. Most people have masking tape sitting around. Masking tape will work great. Just you don't want it sitting on there that long because it could stick and could actually damage the finish. So if you've got some painter's tape laying around, this is the best method. And all we're going to do is we're literally going to lay the tape out. And we're just going to throw a small piece underneath here so that we know exactly where that drawer face is. And what this is going to do is it's going to visually show where this inside drawer impacts that outer face, so we know where and where not to do our work. Just like that. And if you want to after, you could take more tape and you could connect the 2 pieces that you've put in. And now we've got a nice boundary so we know exactly where to do our work. So the first method that we're going to show you today is magnet tape. So this one can be purchased from craft stores. do-it-yourself stores, even big box stores, they do sell it. However, the reviews I was seeing for the ones at the big box stores, the hardware stores, was not the most favorable. So that's why I tried to stick to a craft store and get this stuff here. Now I've picked up the 1 inch. So this is 1 inch by 10 foot. And it was about, what did I pay? It was almost $10, but I got 50% off. So we'll say around $5 for this product. And made in the USA, that might matter to some people out there, especially my neighbors to the south. So we'll show you what we're gonna do here. So with the cabinet door, inside door closed, all we're gonna do is measure. We've got it marked with our fingertip. All we're gonna do, snip with the scissors. We're gonna take the backing off. Just like that. And we're going to lay it in place. Make sure that it's adhered properly. We're going to take our tape again. And lay it out. We're going to cut it to size. And you can do this 2 ways now. So we've got it cut the size. You can just stick it to here, and that would work. Or what you can do, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna remove this backing. We're actually gonna fasten it to here, and then we're gonna open the cabinet and let it stick in place. That way you know that it's 100% lined up and there's no overlap, missing pieces. It's gonna give you the best contact area. Yes, we did lay out everything here, so we know exactly where the drawer is going, and that's fine. But this is going to be even better. And it is quite magnetic, which is good. So we're just going to literally open this up. We're going to stick it in place. Going to make sure that everything's adhered. And there you go. We got 2 magnets placed in the right spot. And now for the moment of truth with the first method, which is the easiest method. Look at that. And you need to get into the bottom drawer, grab it on the side. In my case, you've got the organizer, separate it. You've got nice access to the bottom. Click, everything holds, everything closes properly. If you're having issues that you've got a very wide utensil cabinet, this one's 18, so it's about as wide as they get. I think it goes up to 24, but they don't have utensil organizers for 24. Or if you've got a large amount of weight down in here, go ahead, add yourself another row here, add yourself some strips down the side, something just to get that extra holding power. So I prefer this method. If you'd like to see the next method, which is a little bit more covert and you won't have this magnet strip across here, then stick around, we'll show you how to do that next. So for method number 2, to make it easier, we're going to remove this drawer face. All you're going to do is come in here, remove that cover plate. If you're finding it hard to remove, use a flat screwdriver, but it shouldn't be hard to remove. Now I'm going to dismount, so excuse my camera work here. But there's a spot in here for a Phillips screwdriver. And all you're going to do is go in here. And it's going to release that front face. And by releasing that front face, we're going to be able to move on to the next step here quite easily. So for method number 2, we're going to be installing what they call a magnetic catch. And these are available in different colors. We happen to pick it up in white. Basically what it is it's a magnetic plate right here with a steel plate. You put the 2 and 2 together and it's going to hold. So let's move on to this installation. And this can be purchased at any big box store, home improvement store, They're readily available, quite cheap. I think this was under $3 Canadian for this. With the drawer face removed, and remembering which side is which, this label goes down. So what we're going to do is we're going to lay out this catch, this magnetic catch on the bottom. And if you want to get all fancy, you can go ahead and start measuring for the center of here. But all we're going to do is we're going to set that up roughly in the middle so that this is just a little bit proud of the face, so that when it's in this plane, right, is just past. We're going to mark this out. And I like to pre-drill my holes, so we're going to do that. We're going to set this up to pre-drill the holes. So as I mentioned, we're going to pre-drill. So I've just taken a bit that is slightly smaller than the screw itself. We've marked out our holes. We're just literally going to hit it straight in the middle. I just prefer the pre-drill because if you're not exact on the angle of your screw, you could actually, come through the face, and it just lines up everything better for the next step, which is to actually put the screws in. It kind of guides them in place too. Just makes it super simple. Get our screw started. It's hard to do this because it's trying to grab my screw bit at the same time. So there you go. We're all set up for the next stage. So we've got our magnetic piece fastened to the drawer face. Now we need to put the receiver on, which is just this metal plate. The metal plate will literally stick to here. Now, because this here is thick, but the face is quite thin, so the face is only probably quarter, maybe even less, maybe 1/8 of an inch thick. We don't want to be putting a screw through that because it's just going to go right through the face. You can see here it has a screw mounting hole. But what we've done is we've put two-sided tape, just like this. So it's a foam tape that's got stickiness or tape on both sides. And what that's going to do is we're going to allow us to mount this to here to connect with the rest. So the easiest method really in doing this is take your magnetic piece and your steel piece, stick them together. We've pulled the backing off of this. We're simply going to push that back into place, and then all we're going to do is open it up, push them together, make sure that everything is seated underneath, and just simply release the drawer. And as you can see, now it's hooked in place. It knows exactly where it needs to be. And now the moment of truth. Wah wah. So what's happening is, because I've got a very wide drawer, this is an 18-inch drawer here, and the fact that we've got quite a bit of utensils in here, it just isn't working. And I think what also is happening too is the slow close mechanism is kind of holding everything together. So it works fine out here, no problem out here. But once you get into the lock position and trying to pull it open, it won't work for this size of a drawer. So we've got the fix for you. Yes, it's another magnet catch, but this one is a double magnet catch. Now, unfortunately, the big box store near my house only had black. Not really going to see it too much anyways, but they do make them in white. They also make them in brown. So depending on your cabinet colors and types, you'll be able to pick the one that works right for you. So the installation is going to be the same way as what we did for the small white one. Going to back these screws out, back these screws out. We're going to use one of these existing holes. We're going to lay this out. We're going to come back with our drill. And sometimes I like showing you some of the pitfalls of what happens here, because yes, it might work for you to just have the single, but maybe you need the double now. I would always suggest trying the least first and then stepping up. But if you want to just jump right in and use the double magnet, well, that works too. So now we're installed, and we're just going to repeat the process like we did the first time. So we're just going to do the same installation like we did before. We've just added another magnet base here. Unfortunately, they're separate, but fortunately for us, we already had the first one set. So now we're just setting this next one in. Gonna push this in. Make sure that everything is seated properly, and we're gonna release that cabinet drawer. And now the moment of truth. Look at that. It all opens as one. You need to get to the bottom. Now you get to the bottom. Close the drawer, listen for the click. Bam. Wow. That is an absolute game changer. I know it's not a big thing to a lot of people, but I think if you've been sticking around to this point, you understand how big this is. You know, I love the fact that everything's hidden behind this outside cabinet face, but it's kind of a pain to get into that top drawer. So this can be done not only to utensil drawers, it can be done to drawers inside your recycling and garbage cabinet if you've got a drawer up top where you've got all your bags and stuff like that. Basically, the sky's the limit on what you can do with this. But if you're always trying to get into that top drawer first, then this is the solution for you. So I hope you found the video informative. If you did, think about giving me a thumbs up. If you didn't, thumbs down, and tell me why down in the comments. Constructive criticism is always welcome. We're always looking at ways of improving this page. You know, we're not the flashiest. We don't have the best video editing. We don't have the best equipment, but I firmly believe that the information is the most important thing. With a little bit of information, men, women, young people, old people are capable of more than what they think. Maybe you need a special tool here and there, but really the sky is the limit. You are capable of much, much more than you even think. And remember, you never know unless you bear. Click, like, and subscribe. Subscribing doesn't cost you guys and girls anything, but it makes a huge difference to me. We'll see you on the next one.